Hey guys, welcome to another video continuing my journey here in Chernobyl. I'm at the sign here at the start of Pripyat. Pripyat was the village which was completely evacuated days after the Chernobyl disaster. People never got to come back. They had to leave all of their things. It's the place where everyone wants to go when they come to Chernobyl. They want to see those empty buildings, the empty schools and stuff like that. And now I'm going to have the opportunity to do it, and I'm going to have the opportunity to show you. Come with me and take a look. The Pripyat sign is a common spot for tourist photos, and from the sign you can see that it was only founded in 1970, 16 years before the disaster. As well as being a common tourist photo spot now, before the disaster it was even a common spot for wedding photos. Next to the Pripyat sign is one of the radiation hotspots. As you walk across the road, there's one of those world-famous radioactive signs and a yellow sign saying Rudy Lis, the Ukrainian name for what is called the Red Forest. The name Red Forest comes from the ginger-brown colour of the pine trees after they died following the absorption of high levels of radiation. The counter goes crazy here. Once past the sign, we enter the city of Pripyat. This is the main square of the city at the intersection of Lenin Avenue and Kurchatov Street. Kurchatov was a Soviet nuclear physicist. Before the disaster, the population of this city was 49,400, and the average age was about 26 years old. There were 15 kindergartens, 5 secondary schools, 1 hospital, 25 stores, 27 cafes, and even 2 stadiums. This was a modern, fully functioning city. The population is now 0. From the main square you can see the biggest and most important buildings in the city. The City Administration Building, Hotel Policia, the Palace of Culture, and the 16-story tower block with the Soviet sign on top. This is Hotel Policia, built in the mid-70s to host delegations and guests visiting the Chernobyl power plant. Today it's a ruin. The name on this hotel is in Ukrainian, but if you turn left to the Palace of Culture, you can see the name Energetic is in Russian. This is a sign of the multilingual nature of life here. The Palace of Culture has inside a cinema, a theatre, a concert hall, a gym, a boxing ring, a shooting range, and even a swimming pool. It was the centre of life in Pripyat. I spotted this old restaurant and went for a look inside. Inside you can see there's almost nothing left, but at the back you can see where the kitchen used to be located. Next to the kitchen is an old supermarket, which we're in now. This supermarket was one of the largest in Pripyat. It was called Voskod, which means sunrise. In this supermarket you can see not only shopping trolleys but light fittings, plaster and furniture all over the floor. The signs still hang from the roof detailing what was available in this section. Here we see signs saying animals, fats, cheeses and cottage cheese. Here these signs say juices with fruits and vegetables. After leaving the supermarket, I noticed some sign of plant life still thriving in Pripyat. Our next stop was the Palace of Culture. We came through the backstage door to take a look at the theatre. This is the view from backstage down to the stage and the seating area. The backstage storage had lots of props and signs, including this Ukrainian Young Communist League poster and 2 pictures of Soviet leaders, including Chernenko, who had just died a year before the disaster. And this sign, which quotes Lenin, saying learn, learn, learn. After leaving the theatre, we headed to the famous Pripyat theme park. The Pripyat Amusement Park was to be opened for the first time on the 1st of May 1986, in time for May Day celebrations, but these plans were cancelled on the 26th of April when the Chernobyl disaster occurred. Several sources report that the park was opened for a short time on the 27th of April in the aftermath of the accident to distract Pripyat residents from the unfolding disaster. But these claims are not proven. Here is a Ferris wheel, bumper cars, a paratrooper ride, a swing boat and a shooting game. Nowadays, this park, and in particular the Ferris wheel, are well-known symbols worldwide for the Chernobyl disaster. Radiation levels in the theme park vary, but some areas of the park are some of the most radiated in the whole of Pripyat, especially under the Ferris wheel. Here, my tour guide explains just how radioactive this area is.
Well, the mixture of the elements lies at the bottom of the cabin. That's why I ask you, please do not sit down anywhere in Pripyat. 0.90. Then I put the device back here and it says 202, 299. So let us say 200 microsieverts per hour just on the bottom of the Ferris wheel. Of course, if we compare this data to the sanitary norm, it's a lot. If we have 0.3 as the sanitary norm, it's extremely high level of radiation.
After the theme park, we jumped back on the bus for a quick ride to the Azure swimming pool. The swimming pool is based in a sports complex and is actually on the second floor of the building. The swimming pool and the adjacent basketball court were amazingly still used all the way to 1998, 12 years after the disaster. Climbing to the second floor is tricky business, as the stairs are falling apart and are covered in glass. As you reach the top of the stairs, you can see the ripped up basketball court. Basketball. And just a couple meters away, the swimming pool.
Please be careful. I don't want you to fall down.
This building particularly resonated with me. Living in England for my entire childhood, I had no experience of a palace of culture or a Soviet-style supermarket, but I've certainly been in many swimming pools. I wouldn't risk climbing up these diving boards today. This is what the functioning pool looked like in the 90s. And this today, a shadow of its former self. This was the final stop of my tour in Pripyat. Guys, thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you've really enjoyed the insight into Chernobyl, into Pripyat and this disaster. It's been an amazing opportunity for me to come see this while I'm in Ukraine, and I highly recommend everyone does it once in their life. Thank you so much for watching. Please like this video, please comment and please subscribe if you want to see more of my travels in Russia and the former Soviet Union. Our bus took us through the city of Pripyat, past numerous apartment blocks which used to house the thousands of people who lived in this city. We drove past another general store, a kindergarten, a laboratory and a factory, and even got barked at by a stray dog. The apartments I saw had their doors wide open, clearly abandoned for such a long time, and have had many people, official tourists and illegal alike, look inside and see what treasure they can find. And here, some very cold outdoor toilets. This was the end of my tour in the exclusion zone, apart from one small, unrelated stop, the Soviet spy tower Duga in Chernobyl 2. I'll put that in another video soon. And until then, goodbye.